Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another Chatty Get Ready With Me or weekly catch-up. I am going to apologize for my voice up front. I have been pretty sick since this past Sunday, so almost a week. I have not gotten sick like this in a very long time. I am feeling better, but my voice still hasn't gotten completely back to normal, so it's gonna range from being like scratchy to just completely dropping out. So hopefully it won't be super annoying for you guys, because I do have to get my filming done. So anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with, I wanna use this foundation again because I've been loving this. This is the AOA Studio Complexion Liquid Foundation Pure. It's so nice. I'm really, really loving this. I wanted to do, because I'm wearing this gray tank top and some black pants, I want to do a cool toned eye look. So I'm going to be using my ColourPop That's Taupe palette. This is probably my favorite cool toned eyeshadow palette. I just think it's super nice. It has not been a super fun week. I've spent the entire week sick. And yeah, I need to put a headband on before I start doing this. And yeah, I haven't done a whole lot. Just trying to keep up with like normal day-to-day chores and things, and you know, doing the work that I have to get done, which thankfully I'm so thankful and grateful that I work for myself. So you know, I had to take my mom to an appointment this week, and it's just so nice to be able to work when I want, when I can, and to be able to be here for people when they need me. I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, funnily enough, I have not been watching much TV at all, which it's like this is like the perfect time for me to be watching TV, like when I'm sick, but somehow I have not been watching any TV really. Charlotte and I watched a horror movie. It's an Australian horror movie too. It was really good. It's called Talk to Me. I think it's free on either Prime or Netflix right now. But I remember I love scary movies, so I follow a couple of people that like review nothing but horror movies, and I remember last year that horror movie got like, people were loving it, like it was getting really good reviews, and I've really wanted to see it, so I was really excited to see that it was on Prime or Netflix, whichever one, and I was able to watch it, and it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, the main girl and the stuff that she kept doing was like getting on my nerves. I was like, dude, why are you so wretched? Like, oh my goodness. So that was a little bit frustrating. Charlotte and I both were like, oh my gosh, she's terrible. But overall, we both really enjoyed it. We thought it was super good. I'm gonna use this REM concealer, pot concealer, as eyeshadow primer, because I don't like it as a concealer. It's too dry for me. And I remember when this concealer first came out, the reason I bought it was because people were saying it was like such a creamy pot concealer, and it's absolutely not a creamy pot concealer, dude. It's a very dry pot concealer. Well, it's very dry for me. I have quite dry skin. Oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, I went into Ross because I think I told you in my last Chatty Get Ready With Me that I wanted to go into Ross to see if I could find like a set of minis, Calvin Klein fragrances for men, because I really want to get Eternity and Escape for Men for my husband and get him to test them to see if he'll wear them, because I really love those fragrances on men. In fact, Escape for Men quite possibly might be my favorite men's fragrance like ever made. And when we were in there, there was this really cute, it's funny because Charlotte was like, I just want to find something that's leopard print. I want to find something leopard print. And literally as soon as she said that, we turned around and there was a cute little leopard print dress just hanging there right on the rack, like right in front of us. And so she grabbed it and it was only 15 freaking dollars. So we get it for her and we get home and realize that there's a, first of all, I took it out when we were on our way home and I was looking at it, talking about how cute it was and like it was really good quality. Come to find out, it was a cute little Free People dress. It was so adorable. So we get home only to find that it's got a security tag stuck to it still. So I was like, that's no problem. We'll just go. I'll take it back to Ross and we'll see, you know, we'll get him to take it off. So we drive back down to Ross and they look at it and they're like, oh, that's not ours. So it was a security tag that was left over from the Free People store. So I was like, no problem. I asked them, can you tell if it's one of the ones that has ink in it? And they were like, no, it doesn't have ink in it. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll get my husband to just break it off, which he did. So yeah, I had to bring it home. He had to do surgery on it for like an hour to get that stupid security tag off. But yeah, now then I understood why it was hanging on the rack right there in the open and nobody had taken it because it had a tag on it that most people probably wouldn't be able to get off. And it was one of those like disc ones. So it was basically like a perfect circle when it was put together back to back. So it was not easy to get off because there was like nowhere to get under it to like, you know, to get it off. I'm just gonna use my Cotton Candy Champagne blush palette because, oh, this is the one that Jacqueline sent me. This is the newer one. This is my favorite face palette on the planet, so. And this one right here is such a good neutral shade. It like goes with any eye look. And I love it because it's a blush and a highlighter in one. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. I'm so grateful to have this backup of this because I use it all the time. I used to use it every day when I used to do my makeup every day. I really want to get back into doing my makeup every day again. I just really need to do a big, good declutter and just get like a collection of holy grail products that I use every single day, and just get rid of anything else. I found this at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree too. This is the Ione, like, it looks like it's a Chinese New Year collection. It's really cute. It's called Lunar Zodiac. And this one is Pig liquid eyeshadow, and the shade is called Laid Back Champers. It's, I guess, like Laid Back Champagne. It's really, really pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna use that today or not, but what I do need to do is get an eyebrow pencil. Okay, this is the Revolution. It's a Makeup Revolution eye pencil. It's like the Anastasia Brow Wiz one. I don't know. I just need to start going through my stuff and just using it because, let me see, how much of this do I have left? Ooh, I've got quite a bit of this. So yeah, we'll just leave this one out until I use it up. I've got a big fragrance net cart going, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a fragrance net order soon. it takes me a while to get my cards put together because I have to like look at stuff. And after I talked about the fact that I wanted to pick up Charlie Red again, now I'm like down the rabbit hole of Revlon fragrances. So I have to look at all the different Revlon fragrances, and then I have to look at reviews on Fragrantica, and like, it's just a whole thing. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure you guys know the drill of having to do that kind of stuff, going back and forth and back and forth. Okay, on to eyeshadow. So, I'm going with this one right here first. Yeah, it's funny because my husband drives a 4Runner right now, and he had an FJ Cruiser maybe like 8 years ago or something, and he kind of regrets ever having gotten rid of it. And they're not in production anymore, but I do think that they're going to be coming out with a new model, I think this year, maybe next year. Of course, they're going to be probably like $70,000 or something stupid like that. So he's looking for like a used FJ Cruiser, and he wants it to be like that kind of sand color. And he's found a couple of them, but because they haven't been in production for quite a long time, a lot of them are like older, like 2012, like in that range, which is fine. And some of them have been taken really good care of and have pretty low mileage on them, for being older cars. And he found one in Tennessee. The problem is like he keeps finding that the underneath is like rusted. So that makes him kind of leery about them. And he found one in Tennessee. And that's why he took off work early yesterday, because he was going to drive to Tennessee to look at a car. But then he saw pictures of the undercarriage, and there was some rust, like quite a bit of rust. I didn't see anything that looked like super concerning. Like, nothing was really rusted out except for the skid plate. There was a hole rusted through the skid plate, but the car had been from up north, where I guess they'd probably salt the roads a lot. So he didn't want to drive 2 hours to Tennessee one way to get there, only to be like, no, I don't want this because of all the rust underneath. So he kept looking, and he found another one that is the same color, that has about 15,000 miles less on it. It's only got like 75,000 miles on it. It's 2013, I think, and it's right in North Carolina. So about an hour and a half drive away instead of 2 hours. So really about an hour away. So that worked out. So hopefully he'll go look at that one. He can see if he likes it or not. Yeah, anytime he gets his mindset on like he's ready for a new vehicle, it won't be long before he has a new vehicle. It's funny because he gets bored with vehicles pretty quickly. I used to be like that. I used to really need to get a new car like every about 3 years. Back in like 2000, I bought this Mitsubishi Galant back in like 2004, I want to say. And I did drive that. I drove that car until I paid it off. And I loved that car. I mean, it was such a good car. It started having problems right at the very end, like right when I traded it in. Like the engine was starting to get to a point where it would like overheat and stuff. I loved that car though. That was the most comfortable car. It had the most comfortable like soft cloth like bucket seats in it. I loved it. So that is the car that I have had that was the car that I probably owned the longest. And then I ended up trading that in on a Honda Accord, a coupe. And yeah, and then it's just been downhill from there. I've had like 5 or 6 cars since then. But now the car that I'm driving is I've got an Acura TLX. And I've had it for like maybe 4 or 5 years. And I'm gonna drive that until that it will honestly probably be Charlotte's first car, because it's paid for. I do not want a car payment, and yeah, that will probably end up being Charlotte's first vehicle, which is good because she loves it. She loves Acuras, so I can't believe that my child is gonna be driving in 3.5 years. I can't even believe it. Like, I don't know where the time went. It's wild to even think about it, that I'm gonna be able to start teaching her how to drive in like 2 years. So crazy. I love a cool toned eye look on myself. I'm lucky because I have a pretty neutral skin tone, so I can do like cool and warm, and they both look fine as long as it's not, some things look really harsh on me, like I can't do silvers and whites. I can't do like really stuff like that. But for the most part, I can get away with like kind of all eyeshadows. And this is such a pretty palette. It's like, it's a perfect cool tone palette. We need to subscribe to, I think, yeah, HBO Max again, so that we can watch the new season of The Last of Us. We really enjoyed the first season, and I played the first video game. I haven't played the second one yet, and I really enjoyed it. It was a pretty fun game. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this really shiny. I think this is a Super Shock. Yeah, and I'm just gonna tap that on top. Just because you know I gotta have some shiny glitter. Okay, I think that's pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this for you. It's such a pretty shadow, liquid shadow. Maybe I'll use this next week. It's really pretty. Gosh, I bet you could even use this as a highlighter. Oh yeah, you could definitely use it as a highlighter. It's hard for me to like turn my, look how pretty that is. I really love LA Colors. I think it's such a fun little makeup brand. And I can't believe that's a freaking Dollar Tree liquid eyeshadow. So I'm excited for that one. I'll go ahead and maybe use that next week. I was just really in the mood for a cool toned eye look today. I pulled these out too because I really need to start using these. These are my Kat Von D. These are the 24-hour Super Brow gels, but I actually use these as an eyeshadow. Not an eyeshadow, I'm sorry, an eyeliner. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tight line with this. I've got the black and the brown. I'm gonna do black because I like to tight line with black. Keep it right up next to right at my lash line. Try not to get this on my eyeball. But yeah, these make great eyeliners. I don't even know if they make this product anymore. I mean, it's so awesome. I love this stuff. Look how dark and black it is. Look at the difference between these two eyes. It's just so pretty. It's such a good product. I forgot that I had it, so I have not been using this, and I need to. And I just like to use this little slanted eyeliner brush and just push it right into my lash line. I had this other, it was an actual like tight lining product from Kat Von D, and it got really bad reviews because it would get in your eyes so easily. But I did love it. I still have it. I think I'll have to pull it out and try it again. I wonder if I should try putting this. I think I'm just gonna put a tiny bit just like on the outer corner, right at the lash line. Yeah, so technically these are like brow pomades, but they work beautifully as eyeliner. I can't believe I forgot that I had them. So I've got the black and I've got the dark brown. And I love them so much. They're so good. I could probably use this as like a brow gel too. I've never tried it in my brows, which is funny since it's an actual brow product. But yeah, I'm gonna use my, actually, no, I think I'm gonna use my Ioni mascara. I forgot about this, and it's a really good mascara. But yeah, you guys, it has been a week. Oh my goodness. I've been super sick. The only good thing is that I've been able to test a ton of perfume. I never lost my sense of smell. That's how I know I've never had COVID. I'm pretty sure I've never had COVID just because, number one, I haven't gotten sick in years and years. This is like the first time I've been sick in a really long time. And I've never lost my sense of smell, which I know is like, I don't know if you always lose your sense of smell with COVID, if it's like an always thing. I do know that like during the whole thing, that was one of the major like signs. But thank goodness I have never lost my sense of smell. I would be so sad if I ever lost my sense of smell. So and thankfully it wasn't like anything that was making me nauseous. So I've just been testing a ton of fragrance. Speaking of, I'm gonna address this really quickly, and I'm probably never gonna talk about it again. But I did have a longtime subscriber whom I love so much ask me about why I have been wearing a cross lately. And without getting into a lot of detail, I'm just gonna say that I prayed about something in my life. I was having a really, really pretty severe health issue going on for probably like the last 5 years or so. And back in August, I was like at the end of my rope. And so I prayed and I asked God to heal me. And I told him that if he healed me, that I would never turn my back on him again. And within a week, I was completely healed. So yeah, I'm gonna hold up my end of the bargain. So I've come back to my faith, and that is why I am wearing a cross. So yeah, that's that. And I just wanted to address it really quickly because if she's wondering, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, there's really no easy way to like talk about that or answer it. I don't want to offend anybody, but you know, I'm also at the same time not going to hide who I am, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I just don't, because, you know, I was always raised that you just don't talk about religion or politics. I live by that. I truly do live by that, because I do think that it's kind of like the golden rule, and you should not talk about religion or politics to people because it just causes unnecessary, it can cause unnecessary tension, and we're all entitled to our own beliefs and our own opinions, and there is no reason why that should cause, there's just no reason to cause tension because of either of those things. I really try to stay away from both. To be completely honest, I try to stay away from religion and politics. I don't consider myself a religious person. I never have. I don't attend a church. I don't feel like I need to. I've got my Bible. I've got my relationship. And to me, that's all I need. I don't think that going to church is a bad thing, by any means. I just don't feel like I personally need it in my life right at this moment. I have a very, very strong relationship on my own. So, and I know a lot of people go because, you know, for the fellowship of it and being with other like-minded people, and, you know, I love that. It's just not really for me. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna quit talking about it because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, but that is the reason. And hopefully she sees this video so she gets an answer to her question. This by far has been the best Dollar Tree mascara. This is the Ioni Lengthening Mascara with Fiber. I've tried like a few others from Dollar Tree and they've all been terrible. This one is not terrible. This one is actually quite good. You do have to work with it a little bit, like you do have to build it up a little bit, but it is really, really nice. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of lipsticks that I want to use. This one, you guys, this one is so old. I might have to throw this one away because it's so old. I don't want to though because it's such a pretty color. This is a Fiona Styles lipstick and this is in the shade called Luella. No, that isn't even the shade. That isn't the right shade. I do love that shade. But that one, that's just a pretty like neutral pink, but that's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting, I think I want to do like a cooler kind of nude tone. Okay, so there's that. No, sorry. This is the one that I was wanting to use. This is Fiona Styles and this is called Normandy. And this is a really nice nude. Let me just put it on. Oh my gosh, these are so old. It's like, it's like broken in the tube, but that's an actual, I really like, this is a good nude on me. I typically can't do like light nude lips, but this one's so close to my actual skin color that it actually looks good on me. I think if I did a nude lip liner with it, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off and I'm gonna put a lip liner on with it. Let me go ahead and do a lip liner first and then I'll put that back on. I've got so many lipsticks though that I forgot I have. I have this Morphe one that is called Foreves, and it's like a really pretty cool toned pink. This was my favorite lip shade at one point. I loved it. I've also got this Wet n Wild Mega Last Stained Glass Lip Gloss, and I don't know what shade it is, but it's this really pretty like berry shade. I remember loving this. I need to keep these out so that I actually use these. This is what I was thinking I was gonna use. This is the Huda Beauty cream lipstick in the shade called Baby Face, which is also really cool, a really pretty like cool toned nude, like a darker cool toned nude. So I'm thinking I might do that. I've also got these nude liquid lipsticks, sorry, these NARS liquid lipsticks I haven't worn in ages. This one is called Le Freak, which is a just a nude, like a kind of pinky nude. And then this one is called London Calling, and I love this one. This is my favorite. It's a really beautiful, deep, kind of plummy, gray purple, like grayish purple shade. Okay. This is the Fiona Styles lip pencil in the shade called New Amsterdam. It's so old, you guys. This Fiona Styles makeup is so old because I bought it when Ulta still carried Fiona Styles, which was a very long time ago, but I can't bring myself to throw it away because it's so good, really good. And this is like my favorite nude lipstick ever. It's like one of the only nude lipsticks that I've ever been able to wear. One of the only light nude lipsticks that I've ever been able to wear. So I refuse to throw it away. And it's fine. It's not like moldy or it doesn't smell weird. Yeah, it's still really good. I really like that. I think it's very pretty. So we're gonna stick with, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that. I think it's pretty and I think it goes well with the eye look. So anyways, you guys, that is makeup done. My hair looks really bad today because all I did was blow dry it. I just don't really have the energy to do anything else. Okay, so that is eyes done. I think it turned out really pretty. You can see that mascara, for being a Dollar Tree mascara, is really, really nice. My skin is still pretty broken out, like in all the same places, but it's been like sunny and warm, so I feel like my skin's kind of starting to clear up a little bit. But yeah, I love that lip shade. It's really pretty. I love Fiona Styles makeup. I've been meaning to look to see if they still have a website of their own. I haven't looked in ages, and I remember Fiona Styles being so good. I couldn't believe it when Ulta freaking quit carrying that line. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna be quiet and stop yapping. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.